Good morning, guys, and I just wanted to show you, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. It's hard, it is not so light out because it was kind of raining, and I got in the mood of cooking. Now I'm showing you this piece of cauliflower because this is about half of what I just chopped up and threw into my colander. About to rinse this baby off. So I figured I wanted to cut it up first before trying to rinse it down. And as everything is going, I'm trying to figure out, I wanted to kind of make cauliflower smash, but then again I kind of want to do curry. So I have to decide in the next few seconds before I pull out all the things I need. Am I making curry or am I making cauliflower smash? Because currying, we're going for cauliflower smash for now. Because curry, I need more things. Like, I want more vegetables than just cauliflower. So, we'll see how this works out. So, I am going to do something a little bit different than if I were to basically make this like mashed potatoes. And of course, the moment I decide to start recording, my oil starts acting up. Sometimes I don't think I actually put this on tight, but it seems like otherwise. But I'm going to put in my little saucepan pot thing that I'm going to use. I'm going to start off with oil, which is something I've seen done with rice. And I'm going to heat up the oil, and then I'm going to put the cauliflower in and kind of saute it a little bit before I try to put in any water. And I'm also debating if I should do water or if I should go right to like coconut milk. What do you think? We'll see how I do this. Now, I didn't pat this dry, so of course there's all the water from when I just rinsed off the cauliflower, so it's going to be popping. And if you can see, there's water still on the stovetop, but I went ahead and put in this, I think you could say it's around a half head of cauliflower in here. The little rice bits. Want to get as much as I can use out of every little bit. And then I'm going to stir. Because I'm going stir crazy during this quarantine. Everybody's going stir crazy. I know, it's a dad joke. But I also want to mention how you see I went as pretty small pieces, kind of like, well, not small, they're still kind of big dice pieces, but I tried to make sure any of the root pieces that weren't like the heads, except for that piece right there, try to get them down to like, I don't know if that's a ½ inch or an inch. It's hard to tell, I'm not good at eyeing size, but I'm trying to just saute these up a little bit first. And then, after that, I'm going to pour the water on top. But I'm pretty sure a lot of the oil will be kind of cooked into the cauliflower by the time I do that. I have everything at like medium, too close to the stuff, too close to the, about a little past medium at 6 on my stove. Everything's not as white as it once was, so I grabbed about, this looks like it was almost like maybe about a cup and a half, but of cauliflower. I don't know, I'm trying to converge, and of course the head to my stand is all messed up. So I grabbed about 1½ cups of water. I'm going to pour that over. I was thinking about doing 2, but I think I'm going to stick with 1 for right now. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit more. And I'm just going to let it go for now. Let it bubble and stuff. And I think I may change, tripods. And because the tripod I started testing yesterday. This is not a product plug, but got this Sunpack Pocket Pod, which looks like it's only supposed to do for phones, and I wasn't sure if you could attach detach the phone bit, but you can. So I'm going to take that apart and possibly use that as my new tripod. So the tripod I'm using is a little bit smaller now, but this was what I've been using. The only problem is that for some reason, every time I could tighten this, but then it would loose, and then I would have the issues where everything would go around like that. Like, legitimately. This is me tightening it. It's tightened. And it's taut here, but then I'd do something or leave it alone for a second, and then I'd be like, ugh. Whereas the base on this, like you see, that part I just took off of here. So that's the base. That's the thing for the phone. And this is a little bit smaller. But the interesting thing is that's how I was using it with my phone at one point. You just stand it up like this, not even expanding the little leggies. Now, of course, it's not as high as the other one, but I have to learn. So far I've been cooking the cauliflower for about 2 minutes. It's just starting to bubble a little bit. And if it bubbles, it's not a big deal. I do definitely want it to thoroughly cook the cauliflower, so I feel like 10 minutes might be good. And I'm debating if I should throw in more liquid. We'll figure that one out later. So I have let this cook for actually about 20 minutes. I feel like the cauliflower, almost 20 minutes. Cauliflower is definitely nice and soft now. I'm turning down the heat, and I'm going to go ahead and actually drain off the residual water. Because though I kind of want it, it's just like, I don't need it to be too watery. And I'm going to add in the next bit of ingredients. As you hear, I put it actually right back on the warm eye that I've been using, but I turn the heat off. And the next thing I want to do is, I kind of want to go with the basics. I am going to use some of the, I can't believe it's not butter vegan. Because currently that's the butter I am using. Let's say, I'm actually going to measure this time. We're starting off with 1 tablespoon. It's like, basically, most of the time my thing's been like, just go with it, go. Yeah, 1 tablespoon looks like it's enough. It's kind of getting nice and, whoop, oops, I grabbed that wrong. Nice and buttery inside, and I could smell it. That nice butter flavor. So I've mixed it up in there, and it's just dissolved. The next thing I want to do is garlic powder. So I've got 1 tablespoon of garlic powder in here, because, of course, spread that everywhere. Because I like the idea of tasting garlic. But if I had maybe sauteed this after, I would have possibly cooked up whole garlic, because we have some. But I figured here is a nice time to put it in. I gotta pop the lid back on my garlic powder, so that next time I cook with it, nothing goes crazy. And I want to do the same thing with onion powder as well. That's 1 tablespoon of the onion powder. I'll mix this all up. That tastes delicious. And then I think I'm going to turn the heat back on low, just to kind of get it cooking with the cauliflower a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Because definitely the temperature came down when I threw in the butter. And now, my next thing is I want to put in nutritional yeast as kind of a cheesiest flavor. Due to lack of just clean things, I'm going to throw in 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, I'll go 3 teaspoons of nutritional yeast, which probably may be more than enough. Now that I look at that, you can see that nutritional yeast in there. And I'm going to mix that up. And last, I'm going to add some coconut milk or possibly my oat milk to it, so it's a little bit extra creamy. Okay, so I've got 1/4 cup of my oat milk. So that's not really flavored, or I don't think there's sugar in this thing. Oh, there's 8 grams of sugar. Oh well. I live and learn. So I've made that mistake before while making mashed potatoes. Like, oh, let me just use cream, and then it was like, had a sugary flavor to it. I mean, this doesn't feel like it's that sweet. So it just had like a little bit sip. I've been drinking it. You should know if it's sugary. But, yeah. So there, if you look at it, actually already looks pretty smashed up as it is. It's a little bit extra creamy flavor from the oat milk. I'm gonna let it sit on low heat for maybe 10 minutes. See if it'll absorb a little bit of excess moisture. And I think I'm gonna be done. Alright, that looks amazing. I let it cook for about another 10 minutes or so. Most of the liquid has evaporated, but it's left it nice and mushy. I'm going to turn the heat off, let it continue to sit, and then I'm going to try it and see how it tastes. So here we are with the finished product inside a storage container. And I'm going to finally taste how this is. It's cooled down a lot. And it's pretty good. Doesn't have that full cheesy effect, and I have a feeling I forgot salt. Oh well. But I tried something new. I try to learn every time. I'm still happy about the results. So definitely I would recommend, again, seasoning. Don't forget your salt. And enjoy trying stuff out. You try this recipe, just like I said, maybe add some salt. I would have had some, I thought about going out and getting some Daiya cheese or something, but I didn't feel like going out mid-cooking. So, thanks for watching this episode of Continuously Random Cooking at Home. We'll see you next time. Bye.